One. Okay,
Mhm.
so we have the Salem witch trials today, and I'm Kyan. We have Nathan, Taylor, and Kate as well presenting on the Salem witch trials. So, what are the Salem witch trials? The witch trials were a series of hearings and prosecutions held in 1692 and 1693 in Salem, Massachusetts, where people were accused of practicing witchcraft. What sparked the accusations? The accusations began when several young girls in Salem Village, including Betty Paris and Abigail Williams, claimed to be possessed by witches. What happened during the trials. After the accusations spread, local authorities created a special court to hear the cases. People accused of witchcraft were interrogated, imprisoned, and put on trial. Many confessed under pressure or torture, hoping to save their lives. The court accepted special evidence, meaning testimony about dreams and visions, which could not be proven in total. 19 people were hanged. One man was crushed to death. The others died in jail. What was life like before the trials? Before the Salem witch trials, life in Salem Village was shaped by strict Puritan beliefs and fear of the devil.
The Salem witch trials were driven by fear and power within the Puritan community. This fear grew even stronger because of political chaos and recent wars, which made people feel unsafe and desperate for control. In 1692, the people of Salem truly believed the devil could harm their community through witches. The court system made things worse by accepting dreams and visions as proof of guilt. That meant anyone could be accused and almost no one could prove their innocence. The trials taught Americans the importance of fairness and evidence in the justice system. Because of what happened in Salem, the idea that unproven claims could destroy lives became a warning for future generations. In politics, the term witch hunt is still used to describe situations where people are unfairly accused without proof. Accusations were very driven by personal issues with one another. They would often follow property disputes because accusing someone throughout these trials or accusing someone could help families gain land or settle old rivalries. Throughout these trials, people were too scared to stand up for the accused because they may seem guilty.
So kind of going off that, so once these like first accusations spread, panic kind of grew a lot. Fear and superstition fueled rumor, ordinary arguments, property disputes, jealousies, turned into like insane claims of witchcraft. And by the summer of 1692, more than 200 people were accused, showing how fast, that fear can overpower like simple reason. So to handle the chaos, officials formed the Court of Oyer and Terminer. They accepted the so-called spectral evidence, where witnesses swore they saw invisible spirits, and 19 people were actually hanged. One of them was Giles Corey, and he was pressed to death. And even animals were killed, proving hysteria spared no one. When respected citizens and even the governor's own wife were accused, doubts finally surfaced. Like they were like, "Wow, this is kind of crazy." And ministers increased Mather spoke out, insisting it's better than that 10 witches escape than one innocent person suffer. So by 1693, the trial stopped and most prisoners were actually freed. Eventually, shame settled over Massachusetts, and in 1697, a public day of fasting and repentance was declared. A few years later, the trials were ruled unlawful, and families received reparations. The Salem witch trials became a lasting reminder of how fear and injustice can like really destroy communities.
The failings of the Salem witch trials directly influenced the development of modern legal protections, establishing principles that are now fundamental to fair trials. An example of this today is the presumption of innocence until proven guilty. The trials were the exact opposite, where they presumed guilt over innocence. The trials are frequently used as an example to describe what people perceive as unfair or baseless investigations, especially in politics. The term witch trials has been invoked in politicians to deflect scrutiny. The trials demonstrate the dangerous consequences of mass hysteria and fear overriding the rational thoughts. This crazy panic and suspicion can spread, even without solid evidence. A modern example today is online conspiracy theories, where there is a lack of evidence, and that lack doesn't deter believers. And then finally, the trials highlighted a historical pattern of demonizing and punishing women who are non-conforming or vulnerable to societal circumstances. This continues today through though often with different justifications. While not called witches, modern-day examples include the continued punishment of vulnerable women in some legal and social contexts. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.